Welcome back, everyone. Today is Wednesday, March 24th, and we have your stimulus update for you today. On this episode, we're going to be talking about the controversy that is now rising because many senior citizens, veterans, Social Security recipients, SSI, SSDI still have not received their stimulus payments, and it is now catching the eyes of lawmakers. I'm going to share with you the letter that they have now written to the IRS and the IRS's response to that letter. In addition, we now have more information about this new child tax credit, the monthly payments that are supposed to be going to parents. When are those payments going to go out? First, let's talk about the new child tax credit. The IRS Commissioner Charles Reddick had a meeting last week with one of the House subcommittees, and during that meeting, they questioned him about how this whole thing is going to roll out. The child tax credit has been increased. It used to be $2,000 for all qualifying children between the ages of 0 and 17, but now it's $3,600 for children under 6 and $3,000 for children 17 and under, and that money is supposed to be given out as monthly or quarterly payments to parents, and the IRS is supposed to set up a portal in order to do that. So when he was questioned about this by the subcommittee, if the IRS would be able to get these payments out to the American people in July, this is what the commissioner said. He said, "I think it might be a challenge to get into the monthly right out of the box." He was also questioned about the portal being ready so that parents could manage those child tax payments, and he said this: "We now have 1 month less to do the development. The same people who do our income tax processing, economic impact payment processing are the same people that are needed to develop that portal. I don't have the resources to devote that portal until filing season ends." And you know that filing season has been extended an entire month until May 17th. So basically the commissioner is saying is now we're a month behind. The people that are supposed to be working on that portal won't even be able to work on it until after tax filing season. And once it ends on May 17th, that doesn't end the work of tax filing season. So you know they're not going to start working on this portal until June or maybe July, even by the commissioner's own statement. So what does this mean? If you're a parent and you're expecting those new payments to be coming monthly starting in July, I wouldn't necessarily expect that. I am basically seeing the commissioner saying here, it's probably not going to happen. So it might start up a couple of months later, if at all. This might just be a tax credit, an increased child tax credit that you're going to get in your next tax season. You may never even see those monthly payments, but if they can get their act together and get the portal open, and this is what we've been talking to you about, the IRS is going to create a portal, or they're supposed to, so that parents can access it and manage the money that they're supposed to get paid, and we will keep you up to date if and when that portal comes live. So if you haven't subscribed yet, subscribe to the channel so that comes up in a future episode, you'll know about it. But right now, the commissioner is saying they're behind on that. It's likely not going to happen in July. And so therefore, I'm going to just say to you, don't expect it to happen in July. Expect it to happen a little bit later than that. Now onto the big fumble by the IRS in this most recent stimulus bill and stimulus payments, the fact that they have not yet gotten out much of the payments to our Social Security recipients, senior citizens, those on SSI, SSDI, and veterans, and this is catching the eyes of lawmakers. And they wrote a letter yesterday to the IRS, and they said this: "We are alarmed to learn recently that most Social Security, SSI, RRB, and VA beneficiaries who are not required to file a tax return have not yet received their payments, and the IRS is unable to provide the expected timeline for these payments." This is what we've been sharing now for the last couple of weeks. Some of our most vulnerable seniors and persons with disabilities, including veterans who served our country with honor, are unable to pay for basic necessities while they wait for their overdue payments. And by the way, the IRS's response: they have still not responded to that. Many media outlets are pressing the IRS for some sort of information on this. This is what I can tell you. Today is Wednesday, March 24th. There are many individuals who are Social Security recipients, SSI, SSDI, who are going to receive their payments today, including VA beneficiaries and those who are survivors. But many of you are not going to receive them. And what I'm going to say to you is this: I believe the IRS is having some problems right now. They got these payments out the last stimulus bill early to those individuals, but for some reason, they switched their computer algorithms around and they're getting them out later this time around. I feel like they might get them out a month late, and that's why we've been sharing with you the date that we heard. And I haven't been able to confirm it, but I'll just share with you that I heard it, that in mid-April, April 14th was the date by which they were going to be able to get these payments out, and they were supposed to do this by direct deposit. But now the IRS is kind of getting funny with their wording a little bit and saying if you're not going to get a direct deposit, you're going to get a check. But that is not definite either. I mean, they're not definitely saying you're going to get a check. It could still be direct deposit. I know this is confusing and ridiculous, but at least find comfort in this. It is not your fault, and there's nothing you can do to change this, because I know that's what worries many people. They feel like, is there something I should do? Is my bank account information wrong? Did they try to send me the money and maybe I didn't get it? Maybe I did something wrong. Should I have filed? Maybe I filed and I shouldn't have filed. You didn't do anything wrong. Right now, the lawmakers and the IRS know that much of the payments that are supposed to be going out to these groups of people have not gone out yet. It doesn't mean everyone. It is starting to trickle out to some of these individuals, but many have not received it. And so if you have not, you are a part of a very large group of people who are still waiting. I do believe the IRS is going to get those payments out. I think it's going to take them a few more weeks in order to do it. I think they'll get it done by April 14th. I know it's ridiculous to wait that long. If for some reason they don't get the direct deposit out to you, the IRS is talking about sending out paper checks. So be on the lookout for that. It will be in a white envelope. Don't mistakenly just throw anything away. Of course, if your address is not on file and your direct deposit is, just expect it the normal way for direct deposit. But this is a big fumble by the IRS. And just so you know, we will continue to keep you updated on this information as well. When any news releases come out from the IRS or any major media sources that are going to be helpful to you, we will let you know what that information is. But as of right now, the only thing you can do is wait. The money will be coming on its way. It's just taking a really long time. And those of you that are starting to see it today, that is excellent news. I'm definitely glad for you. And I'd like to see that information as well in the comment section when you are able to share that you did see it. But also, equally important, those of you that are sharing, I have not yet seen it. That is important too, because many people need to see that, because it does help people feel a little bit more comfortable knowing that they're not the only ones, and you are definitely not the only ones. I hope this information was helpful for you today. As always, I will catch you next time.